As coaches, we need to be aware of managing players who may get anxious. So players who feel nervous and often struggle to control their emotions, how can we best help them as their coach? It's important to know that all players will become anxious at some point, and now we're going to discuss some of the key ways to help manage players. As coaches, we can utilise a particular coaching style which facilitates interaction. So possibly question and answer, where we can gain an understanding of how the player's feeling and what their thoughts are relating to that key point. We want to avoid putting too much pressure on the individuals or the team through our approach and our reinforcement of our objectives. As coaches, we can use goals that are agreed between you, the individual, and the team. So everyone that the focus or target or goal is impacting on has had an influence in the design of that particular goal or target. And as coaches, we can observe each player's personality to better understand how to deal with each specific individual. Looking further into the area of concentration, some young players may find it difficult to concentrate within the demands of the game. Coaches can help their players develop their concentration skills in the following ways. Practices which are designed to have elements that replicate the game, creating realistic practices that expose players to the level of concentration they would have to achieve in the game. Communication via reminders or key trigger words between the player and coach. Words and phrases can be used to refocus a player's attention at particular moments in the game. This may be self-talk through the voice in the player's own mind, or via the coach giving subtle reminders. And also making players aware of their key roles and responsibilities, with the hope they stay on task related to the key focus you've given them. The environment. The environment in which a coach creates must enable a child to feel relaxed and have the opportunity to express themselves. This environment created by coaches must be fun and have a sense of satisfaction for players taking part in that particular environment. And now we're going to look at 4 possible ways of creating an effective environment. It's important as coaches to create a policy that players, coaches themselves, and parents buy into. It's up to us as coaches to create a fun and enjoyable learning environment. As coaches, we need to put on, design, and implement a variety of practices that involve the player in a player-centered environment, whilst also focusing on the structure of your practice to enable learning through the game as much as possible, and having as much game time and ball contact time as you can. Now I'd like you to watch the following YouTube video related to developing a growth mindset in players, and as coaches, how we deliver praise to players, how we encourage them, how we create a mindset where players want to develop.